Today we're going to be comparing the M12 Milwaukee drill and impact driver versus the Milwaukee M18 drill and impact driver. Which one should you buy? Which one works better? What are the pros and cons of each one? We're going to unpack all of that. Let's get started. Quick note, this is not sponsored by Milwaukee. I paid for these tools with my own money. Actually, I think one set was a Christmas gift from a family member. But anyways, this is not a sponsored video. I'm going to be giving you my honest feedback on these drills and impact drivers. So we'll start off with the M12 set. Now, once again, this is the drill and impact driver set. It's not the hammer driver, just the kind of base model for the M12 series. It comes in this nice Milwaukee bag. Some people aren't a fan of the bags because they're not stackable, which is true. I don't mind the bags too much. I think they actually have, really comfortable handles that are kind of padded right here. They're really tough. I have never had one of these bags rip. I've worked with, this is my third bag that I've got from Milwaukee. They've never ripped. They're kind of more padded on the bottom as well. I don't know. I kind of like them. And then if you want to ever build like a docking station for your drills and impact drivers, these can fold down super small into storage, so you don't have like these big hard plastic cases. So a lot of people don't like them. I am not a hater of the bags myself. Now, what you get in the bag, you get the drill, which of course comes with M12 battery. You get the impact driver, which also comes with a second M12 battery. That's super nice that it comes with two. And then obviously you get the charger. I'll go over that in just a second. So as far as the overall feel of the drill first, it's definitely much lighter than the M18, which I'll go over in a second. But there's a lot of weight in the shaft, but then once you throw the battery in at the bottom, it's just really well balanced. But it's so light. It's light, but it feels sturdy. That might sound like an oxymoron, but it feels like a very well-made tool. The chuck is metal. There's great grip on it, but yet it is so light and so comfortable in the hand. Like I said, still, even with the battery, a little bit top heavy. Like when I roll my wrist, it wants to kind of fall like that. That doesn't really bother me, but that's just kind of a feel that you'll have with this. It can also stand up. I would not stand this up a lot because it doesn't have a lot that it's standing on right there, but you could stand these up. As far as the impact driver goes, it's even lighter and kind of same thing. Most of the weight's at the top, but this one's even more comfortable than the drill. Super light, but still a great build. All of this around the shaft, that's all metal. The handle grips, it's awesome. Yeah, it just feels great. Feels quality, but they're lightweight as well, which is going to be a huge pro of the M12 set. Now, the first time I got the impact driver and drill set for the M12, I was like, oh man, there's no battery indicator to let you know how much battery life you have. But you actually do right here. It's not on the battery itself, it's on the impact driver and on the drill, which is different from the M18 set. Once you activate the impact driver, it will show you, it has four light indicators there that show you how full or depleted your battery life is. So this is definitely a plus. One thing I'm not a huge fan of is the fact that the indicators on the impact driver versus the battery, just because you have to put the battery in the drill to see if the battery has a charge. You'll see the difference with the M18. The M18 version, the battery indicator's on the battery, which I kind of like a little bit better just because you don't have to plug it into the drill or impact driver to see how much battery it has. It's a super minor thing. I like the positioning of it. It looks really cool right there. You just have to plug the battery in to see if it's charged. As far as the drill goes, it has, basic functions that any kind of drill like this would probably have. It has 2 speeds. It's got 1 and 2. It has the drilling setting, and then it also has the clutch. So let's say you don't want to torque down on a screw too heavy. You can set the clutch wherever you want it to be. It has the adjustable shaft that feels really good. One cool thing about this drill is that if you look at the top, this is not included with the M18, but it gives you the direction of which way to turn the chuck to open up the drill bit or to loosen the drill bit, and then which way to turn the chuck to grip down on the drill bit. I just, probably none of you need that, but I just kind of thought it was cool that they included it. They did not include that on the M18. That's pretty much it. I mean, not a lot of features. It's pretty basic drill and impact driver. Both of these do have little clips that you can clip these into your work belt or on the back of your pants or whatever. And this is also really nice. It's metal. It feels sturdy, feels good. Really, the quality for all of these drills and impact drivers feels really, really good. As far as the charger goes, I mean, it's a charger. It works great. It tells you when your battery is charging. It tells you when your battery is finished charging. It will tell you with light code if your battery is having a malfunction or if your battery's not good anymore. It'll tell you all of that. The charger, it's plastic. It doesn't feel super heavy duty. It does have on the back the mounts, so you can mount this to the side of a workbench or to your drilling storage station or anything like that. So that's pretty cool. I do wish this was a little more heavy duty. With my M18 chargers, I've had two in the past, and both of them, something inside the charger breaks loose and rattles around, and you can just hear this plastic thing. It still charges the battery fine. I don't know. I mean, I get it's the charger. Hopefully you're not putting this through the ringer, but I just like things to be tough, and it's plastic. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, it is what it is. One more note that I forgot to mention about the bag, which I think is really nice, is that everything fits in the bag really, really easily with room to spare. I think this is maybe just something that I get frustrated with as someone who loves to go camping and the tent never fits back in the bag or the sleeping bag never fits back in the bag. This, I mean, I can just throw stuff in really easily. I don't even have to put it in a certain way. It zips up easily and, it's in your bag. And you got some spare room, which I love as well because you're going to be putting drill bits and maybe some screwdrivers or an extra battery. You're going to want to put other things in the bag. So they gave you about 20 to 30% of extra storage for those things. All right, that's the M12. Let's move on to the M18. Time for the M18 set. Once again, this came in a bag. It's bigger, of course, than the M12 bag, but all the same notes. It's got the padded handles, padded bottom, extra room. It fits in the bag. All those notes are really the same. This set is going to come with the same components. So it's got the impact driver with the M18 battery. It has the M18 drill with a second battery. And then also it has the charger. I told you, this is not new. I've had this for a while, but something starts rattling around inside this charger. I have no idea what it is. It just kind of annoys me. So I'll kind of set that to the side. The charger's pretty standard on this. As far as the feel, once again, this drill feels, really well made for whatever that's worth. And I will also just say, you can tell these are a little bit more dirty. I've had this drill impact driver set for 4 years, 3, 4, somewhere around there, and they've lasted. I mean, they still work great. I don't feel like I've lost any power with this set. They've been thrown in the back of cars and moved around from different job sites. They've done it all, and they have performed very, very well. The M12 set is a little more new for me. Now, both the drill and the impact driver with the batteries are substantially heavier than the M12 version. This is to be expected. I mean, part of this is probably because the battery is so much bigger, and it's going to have a longer battery life than the M12. I would say this is great for, framing, construction. If you're, drilling holes in wood, obviously this is going to give you more power, whereas the M12 might be better for automotive work if you're under the hood of a car or if you're installing cabinets, if you're inside of a cabinet. It can be tough holding an M18 drill kind of far away from your body for a long period of time to drill multiple holes or something. I mean, my arm's getting tired just doing that already. So the M12 would probably be better for those lighter applications versus this, which is going to give you longer battery life, more power, all of the above. But still feels quality. Once again, I mean, the shaft around here on the impact driver, this is all metal chuck on the drill. all the way through here. So yeah, very, very quality and well made from my experience. Same features on the drill that the M12 has. It's variable speed. You've got the 1, and then you've got the 2. You have the clutch right here. Doesn't tell you which way to turn the chuck to tighten or loosen, but hey, we all know that, right? Righty tighty, lefty loosey. It has a nice light right above the trigger. I really like where the lights are on these drills. I've seen some drills that have lights actually connected to the battery, and it kind of like is supposed to shine this way, and I just feel like it'd get in the way. With this light positioned here, really nothing is going to get in the way to obstruct that light, unless you're like, drilling like that or something. But I really like the LED lights. The M12 also has these lights. I just kind of forgot to mention that in the M12 review. Only the impact driver comes with a belt clip. You can attach it to the drill, whereas the M12 set came with 2 belt clips, 1 for each. This set only came with 1 belt clip. That, or whoever made these at the factory just forgot to give me mine. I'm not sure which one is the case. Maybe you'll buy a set and they both have the belt clips, but I only got 1 with this set. Once again, the battery indicator is on the actual battery. I love this feature because you don't have to plug it into the drill to see where your battery's at. I know that might seem like a really small thing, but I've done projects where I have had the truck where all of our tools are. It's far away from what we're building. Me and my dad one time built a pavilion out in the woods, and we had our truck parked 200 yards away. And if he's like, hey, go get a battery from the truck, if I look at a battery and don't have a drill to put it in, I want to know if the battery's charged or not. So, it'll tell you this right off the bat without having to plug it into the drill like on the M12 set. Once again, that might be just me being super picky, but I just think it's really nice that you can tell how much charge is in the batteries without plugging it into anything. All right, enough of me talking. Let's fire up these drills and impact drivers, see what they can do, and then I'll give you my final thoughts here in just a second. So I'm going to start with the M12. I have a 1/2-inch drill bit. I'm going to be drilling through some maple, which is a hardwood. This 1/2-inch drill bit will give a lot of resistance. I'm not going to do the whole how many holes can I drill before the battery runs out between the two. The M18 is going to last longer than the M12. I'll just go ahead and tell you that right now. However, I do want to see how the M12 can perform while drilling into a hardwood with a pretty wide hole. Okay, so far this is pretty slow going. I wasn't wanting to just absolutely bore the drill down into the hardwood, but it even started to smoke. There was some heat buildup that happened. Could be a dull drill bit, but you can really tell that this is not a powerful drill for, drilling through thick pieces of maple or other hardwoods. Let's go ahead and try the M18 and see how it holds up. Okay, so M18, pretty much what we expected. It was able to do substantially more than the M12 was able to do. I drilled almost all the way through this scrap piece of maple. Did it pretty easily with the same drill bit. So, for drilling, boring holes, the M18, especially if you're doing, with wider bits or multiple, the M18 is going to be your better option. Not to say that the M12 can't do it. The M18 is just a more powerful, longer lasting battery life drill. Right here what I'm doing is driving this 1.5-inch screw straight into the maple with the M12 driver. Okay, this is where the M12 set really impresses me. It had no problem driving this screw, no pilot hole, nothing, straight into this hard maple. And I mean, yeah, I wasn't bearing down at all. The driver did all of the work. And so, I mean, super, super impressive with this. Once again, this is nice for installing cabinets, things like that. Here, I'm driving the exact same screw into the same board to compare power. So the M12 did a great job driving the screw. The M18 just powers through. No pilot hole, same screw. Even though it's hard maple, I mean, it drives it in there like it's nothing. So the M18s are definitely going to be more powerful for really anything. The pros of the M12 is the lighter weight. Okay, so pros and cons. What should you buy, the M12 or the M18? I'll preface this by saying, and this probably sounds like a cop-out answer, but I really love both of these sets for different reasons. If you are going to be doing framing, lots of pilot holes or lots of screws, anything like that, the M18 set's going to be better for you. I mean, they're more powerful, their batteries last longer. On the test where I drove the screw into the hard maple, I mean, the M18 driver just blew away the M12 driver. M12 driver was still great, and it didn't feel like it was struggling, but the M18, it's just a whole nother level of efficiency and power. Same with the drills. Really, the M12 drill struggled to make any kind of indent into that hard maple with the 1/2-inch drill bit. Whereas it takes time, but the M18 can drive, bore a hole in that very, very efficiently. So more powerful here for the M18s. The M12s, though, they are generally going to come at a lower price point, so that's nice. But really, that's not why I would recommend this. I would recommend this if you need a lightweight drill to get into small places. Once again, they still drive great. And so if you're installing cabinets, if you're doing anything like in automotive work where you just don't want to have a super heavy drill away from your body, I'm telling you guys, the M12 is a great, great purchase. And also, prices change. I know all that. When I picked these up, this M12 set in 2024, I got it on sale. So I got the drill, driver, 2 batteries, and the charger for $100. I don't know if you'll be able to find a sale like that. I thought that was a pretty good deal when I found it. It was like $75 off. But still, I think it's worth having a pair of M12s or, comparable smaller drills to get in those smaller places for more, lightweight jobs. All of these are super high quality though. I'm a huge Milwaukee fan, and once again, they're not sponsored this video or any other video, but I am a fan of their products. All of these drills are linked in the description. And if you want to see me do more tool reviews, I'm planning on doing more of these in the future. So hit the subscribe button. Love to have you around for future videos. And I would also love it if you checked out this video because I'm sure it's going to be very helpful for you.